Hey, Frank, Brenda, good to see you both. Good to see everybody. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Jonathan.
Adventure, sorry, good. We do have fog, but I haven't gotten any reports. I can, if you want to stand by one. The Victory, sorry, Travis. Roger, I've got a request for the visibility in the river. How's it been on your transit over? Venture, did you hear that? Roger, thank you. Sorry, Travis.
Hey, Mark, good morning.
Morning, Paul.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Can't complain.
Doesn't do any good, does it?
Nope.
JDS is here.
JDS.
Jonathan Jackson. Brenda. Brenda. And Frank Rizzo.
Hey, Dusty.
Dusty's working, must be working on a construction machine. He's digging.
Mhm.
The as you can see, the weather is kind of iffy here. It is a little bit hazy, a little bit foggy, but it is what it is.
Nice and sunny. Warm. Or what the temperature is. Oh, 78.
Yeah, it's only 68 here, but that's at 9:10 a.m., so.
Yeah. We're at 2:10 in the afternoon. Only 5 to 15 mile an hour winds, which isn't bad. 46% humidity.
I shot a video this morning, real early, like just after 5 o'clock, of a Viking passenger liner headed southbound. Turned out turned out okay.
Good.
Who do we got coming in? Oh, Justin's here.
Morning, Justin.
I'm going to show you guys the video I did this morning. Not that anybody cares, but here we go anyway.
think it should be working then.
Yeah, audio's a bit quiet, but it's there.
Or is that better?
This is a ship I did this morning at about 5:15 a.m.
What's up, Jody, Brenda,
It's a Viking cruise ship,
JDS?
downbound.
What's up, Joe? That is really blurry.
Is it?
I don't know if it's just on my end, but yeah, it's really blurry. Might just be on my end. See, Jody said it looked good on his end. No, Zoom kind of sucks at sharing stuff. Surprisingly, that video didn't skip at all, though. Normally, you get like skipping on the videos.
Yeah,
Joe
it
said
did,
he'll
it
be
did
on.
a good job. Air 2S.
Joe said, I'll be on eventually. The physical terrorist is coming up the steps.
Oh, good for Joe. That'll keep him going. Give him something to
Were
talk about.
were you here the other day, Mark, when he said that?
What?
He meant to say physical therapist, and he said physical terrorist.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he continues to get better. Thank you, Brenda.
I got a doctor's appointment today. I don't have to go till 3:30 this. Got a little while. Yeah, it was real blurry on my end too, Joe. And then Jody was saying it was fine on his end, but he's old, so maybe his vision just made it look good. I don't know. So it's like automatic like correction of his vision. Holy shit, I can see it.
Not blue, foggy.
I'll wait for it.
ADS is asking
Yeah.
Joe how he's doing. He's got the physical therapist is at his door, so he's gonna be a little while before he joins us.
Did you say it was a bit misty when you did that video? No, you said it was at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, 5 o'clock this morning. It was a little bit foggy, but not bad. But it got worse because when I got home after flying it, the foghorns were going down by the lake. So
Yeah. So that's why it looked blurry.
Yeah, Brenda, I gotta go get my checkup from the hospital today. But I don't have to be there till 3:30. It's only 9:18, so I got a little while before I gotta leave.
I
now
got,
you can see it's still foggy.
I've got my appointment at the foot clinic tomorrow at 1:45. So if I'm on tomorrow morning, it'll be late.
Then I gotta get a hold of the internet company at some point today and figure out what the fuck's going on. Oh, shit is
Yeah.
so weird.
I had 2 engineers out today.
What'd they
And-
say?
They've decided that the problem is the cable running from the cabinet to my house. It was the same cable that was in when I moved in, so it's over 30 years old. And it's degraded, getting a lot of noise on it, so they're going to replace it with a thicker cable.
That's good, JDS. I'm all good. I just have to get a checkup. Yeah, and that ain't nothing for them to run a new cable to your house.
Oh no.
They
It's all-
gotta run it underground.
Yeah, all they do is attach the new cable to the old cable and pull it through.
Yeah.
Any idea when they plan on doing it, or they say they let you know?
No, he's booking it this afternoon, and he's going to text me when they say, or when they give him an answer as to when they're coming out to do it.
Okay.
See, normally the way they do it here is they'll run the cable for you the same day, but then they'll have a guy
Another
come
team.
out, and it might take like a week or so, and then he'll randomly show up and just bury your cable for you real quick.
Oh no, the cable was actually in a duct underground.
Oh,
So-
he's got an enclosed cable.
They
Because
just attach the cables together at the cabinet and pull it through to the house using the old cable. Pull the old one out at the same time as the new one goes in.
all these new fiber optic cables are very tough, like the new ones that they do here. They
I know.
actually will just string it right across the driveway, and you can drive over top of it. No
Yeah, it's
problem.
not a fiber optic cable, apparently. It's a coax. But
Yeah, I like the.
they just put a new fiber optic cabinet next to the old cabinet, so they will be swapping that cable over to fiber optic before much longer anyway.
Yeah, here they'll just toss it across your driveway if they have to, and you can run over with the car. It won't hurt it.
But I mean,
They're not very big cables. They're pretty thin.
well, this one's going to be about 10 millimeters, so almost half an inch diameter. The
I'm
one
surprised they're even still running coaxial. They don't
Well,
even run that around here no more. They're getting rid of it.
Yeah, well, until they've put the new cabinet into operation and started doing it, they can't fix a new cable into it yet. So the cabinet's there waiting, and they've just got to do the cabling.
Because
They'll be changing everybody in the area over at the same time, kind of thing. So it'll be quite a lot of work for them to do, I suppose.
Yeah, because Spectrum around here, they did some kind of deal with Frontier. I don't know if they own Frontier or if they're just doing a deal with them, but they're pushing everybody onto their fiber so they can get rid of all the coaxial.
Yeah, it's fiber up to the cabinet, but then from the cabinet it's coax, and I would say it's probably 50 to 70 yards away, something like that.
The way they do it here is they run fiber to your house, and then whatever coaxial in your house is what you use. But it's such a small amount that it doesn't affect the speeds or anything.
But at the
But yeah,
moment, my 5G, 5 gigahertz signal is down to about 250.
now there are some companies that are running fiber straight into the house too, but most of them will run it up to the house and then they just use the coaxial. It's already built into your house to get it to the room where your router's going to be.
Yeah, that's what they're going to.
Because coaxial can handle a pretty good amount of data running across it, but
Oh yeah,
as long as it's not a long distance.
yeah, it's just a higher loss cable. That's all. So you lose a bit more signal strength between the connection at the house and your actual router, depending on the length.
JDS, there's nothing wrong with Chromebooks, dude. If you're just doing basic web surfing, they're great, and for the price you pay. But if you're doing anything extensive, I sure as hell wouldn't buy one. But just basic office work and surfing the web, they work great with it. Ain't nothing wrong with them. But if I was if I was doing a lot of presentations and editing, shit like that, I would definitely buy it. Better laptop. Dude. That's why so many schools use them because they're cheap. And Google even has this new well, it's not quite new. It's been out for a little while now, but it's a operating system from Chrome, and it's designed to run on like really old laptops and run efficiently, and it actually works pretty good. If you just needed a laptop to get on the internet and stuff, you can download it on pretty much any old laptop, and it will take over and it becomes the OS of the laptop. And it can extend the life of a laptop quite a bit. I was watching people put it on like 10-year-old laptops and shit, and it was running fine. Honestly, JDS, it really don't matter what brand of computer it is. The OS is the OS. The computer manufacturers like Lenovo, HP, all they really design is the cases and like the hinges on the screen. That's it. Everything else comes from the same factories, all the components.
Mhm.
The biggest thing when buying a laptop is looking at their hinge design. That's like one of the biggest failures of laptops.
You won't be able to put that Chrome on unless you've got a working version of Windows, would you?
I don't know because I think you can just download it on a USB drive and just download it straight to the laptop. I don't think it has to be Windows.
Yeah,
It's
but
designed to kind of
you've got to
do
be
what?
able to, got to be able to open up the laptop with an operating system to be able to load an operating system to it.
Oh yeah. But what you would do is put it on there, and then it's going to pretty much just kind of flash over the old Windows and take over. But what's great about it is they do their own security updates and everything, so they'd be able to keep that old ass laptop. At least they'd be able to do some security updates on it.
Yeah, because I've got some old laptops that won't work because the Windows key is invalid.
And then Chromebooks are just so cheap, dude. Like I bought I went in when I got the kids all one about 4 or 5 years ago. I went in and bought them each one a Samsung one, a little 12-inch one, little small ones. I think I only paid $100 a piece for them. I ended up paying $300 for 3 computers. Because that was before the school started giving them out to everybody. Now everybody gets ones from the school. So well, Amazon's got deals going on right now too, JDS. He ain't been on there the last couple days. They're going till the 11th. They got Prime Day. And two, JDS, I don't know about Canada, but here after Black Friday, Walmart always gets flooded with Chromebooks to the point where they have hundreds of them, and you can get them things dirt ass cheap. We had like 300 of them left over from Black Friday one year, and our boss or our store manager, they were on Black Friday for $100, and he dropped them down to 80, and it still took us like 2-3 months to get rid of all of them. We just left them on that price for those 2-3 months to get them out of the back. That memory cards too, those are something else that they usually have left over. There's a lot of store managers, they can make the decision to keep the stuff on the Black Friday sale until they get rid of it, even if it takes a month or two. A lot of people don't realize sometimes you can go in there and still find items that are on the Black Friday price, even a month after Black Friday. Because the shit just doesn't, Black Friday, people just don't buy like they used to. Doesn't seem to be as popular.
I don't know that it's not as popular. It's just that people haven't got the same amount of money to spend.
Well, and it's just like, since they extended it to 2-3 day sales now, people don't rush to get the shit, you know? I remember back in the 90s and early 2000s, dude, there'd be lines out the ass at a store for Black Friday in the morning. Now you could show up there right when they open the doors. Ain't nobody there. I remember going with my grandma back in the day all the time during Black Friday. And we'd always be standing in line for fucking 2 hours at one store trying to get in. But she would always go for Black Friday and load up on stuff for Christmas for all the grandkids. She'd always take a couple of us with her to help bring everything out. What's up, TJ?
Hey, TJ.
They got that one M.2 drive. It's a 2 terabyte. It's got like 1,400 megabyte transfer speed on it. It's like really fast. It's like a $230, $240 M.2, and they got it for like $169 right now. If I had the money, I'd go grab me a couple of those. TJ said he's making some coffee and then he's going to come on. See what kind of deals they got on memory cards on it as well. Oh, wow, they got 256 GB cards down to 17. It's not the A3s, though. Is that the 3? Oh, let's see. No, it's only one.
And just see what East Coast said. Justin's going to the doctor for his annual mammogram.
Yep. What's up, Al? They got 256 GB extremes sand discs for $23 right now.
Come on, Al.
They got the Lexars for 18, same card.
Yeah, most drones won't take a bigger card than 256 anyway.
Don't the Mavics? Those don't have memory card slots, do they? The new ones,
Yeah.
threes. Those will take a terabyte then, won't they?
No, the Mavic 3 Cine has a terabyte drive in it. I think it still takes a memory card as well. And one of the, if you get the creator kit in the Mavic 4 Pro, that's got a 512 gigabyte SSD in it. Why they didn't put a terabyte in that as well, I don't know. I don't know why they went down from 1 terabyte in the other one.
Yeah, and the SanDisk Pro 1 terabytes, they're only down like $8 or something. It's not a big savings. I marked down to 108 from 116.
But I think the Mavic 3 Cine, you can actually change the hard drive so you can take one out and put another one in. But it needed that
You can,
because it needed that
has
because
a-
it's ProRes and that takes a lot of memory up.
Well, it has a removable hard drive?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Chris, I got a number approximately 32 minutes to the Black River.
Amazon's got their own memory cards now, Amazon Basics. I didn't know that.
Check down at Sun, like Earth for the vessels there.
I don't think the Mavic 4 Pro's hard drive is removable. And because it doesn't use ProRes, it uses a new type of video. It doesn't use as much room.
JDS will catch you later.
Hey, JDS.
Of course, now they've got to try and convince all the companies that want all their videos done in ProRes that this new system they've done is just as good.
Bunch of the power stations are on sale. Jackeries and the EcoFlows.
Yeah.
Bunch of those are marked down right now.
Well, the DJI power station's been reduced again as well.
Here comes TJ. Huh, huh,
Hi, Tej.
What's up, y'all?
huh, huh, huh.
That's funny. Oh, goodness. Coffee time.
You got the TV going?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Let me go. Because
You-
the other day I went into, where the heck is it? I went into Where's that thing that Justin was talking about?
You go down to your audio settings down at the
Oh.
bottom where the microphone's at. Set your background noise.
Audio settings.
It's on your screen.
Yeah. Zoom. What is it? Zoom background noise removal? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like 3 different levels you can choose from.
All right. It should be good now.
So what do you got to work today, T?
No, I'm off today and tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
He wants to go to stupid Legoland, but I don't know if I want to go. It's expensive.
Well, what
It
you
ain't as expensive
need
as
to do
Disney,
is
I'll tell you that.
get yourself another part-time job.
I know.
TJ, if you go to Legoland, you'll literally be like a quarter mile from my house.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
I live literally right down the street from it.
We want to go to Legoland with us?
Yeah, I've been there so many times, right? You'll have fun though. Like I said, plan to go to the water park too, you know? Don't just
Yeah.
plan to walk around, and you take some stuff with you to go to the water park because it's
Yeah,
all included.
take your mankini.
Okay, he's going to a park that's more aimed towards children. I wouldn't recommend that.
He'd be in a park in the pool strutting his stuff, you know?
Although I ain't gonna lie though, you would get those women coming in from Brazil, and they'd go in there with the skimpiest fucking outfits on into the water park. Cause they'd come down to Walmart like pretty much half naked, walking into Walmart going to shop.
Don't forget your inflatable armbands, TJ.
No inflatable armband, yeah. Oh, that's funny. I think it's gonna rain today, I think, actually.
Well, if you're in the water park, it don't matter.
It could thunder and lightning.
When were y'all planning on going to that?
I don't know. She wants either today or tomorrow.
Oh, you go tomorrow, dude. Today's already almost half gone. Pretty much by the
Yeah.
time y'all get down here, it's gonna be half over. It's already on 9,
Yeah.
what, 9:30?
Yeah,
Is it-
I'm going on 10 o'clock right now.
About 2 or 3 hours to get there.
I need to call my
Yeah.
I need to call my doctor today and have him refill my prescription. I'm all out of meds.
I would say, it's about 2.5 hour drive for TJ to get
Yeah.
there. Cause they
TJ,
close early.
you're supposed
I
to
would-
before you run out, not you've run out, TJ.
I'm supposed to what?
Order the meds before you run out, not after.
Yeah. I'm tend to slack off in the important areas of my life.
Gee, TJ, do you think?
Yeah, I know that. Cause I don't know, man. I don't like to adult. I know you have to, but I just don't like to adult. Like, I don't like paying my bills. I don't like.
Well, nobody
Nobody
likes
likes paying their bills.
Everybody thinks all I want to do in life is just have fun. And
Nobody
just, like,
likes paying. Nobody
yeah,
likes paying bills, TJ.
yeah. That's not my name though. So why are they sending me those things? Send them all to that guy.
I mean, you can tell them that all day long, but when your power goes out, you're gonna have to call and explain to them.
Yeah, like all my you sent all those pieces of paper to that guy. So have him
Hey, JD's got a point. You work at a pharmacy, for fuck's sake.
I know. Well, I don't. I don't work in the pharmacy areas, but
It don't matter. You work right
You
there.
walk in the door every day.
Yeah.
Do you get your
Let me just
prescriptions filled
let
at
me
work?
just take their drugs. Let me take their prescription. I'll be all right.
Do you get your prescription filled at your job?
I could, but there's one closer to my house. It's like literally right up the road. I could walk
I
there
should
or
just
ride
do
my
it.
bike.
Yeah, but when you're already in the store with the pharmacy, you can't get much closer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
normally the
I-
only time you have to
I-
talk to the doctor is every 3 to 4 months when you have to go in and get refills.
Yeah,
checkup.
I've been meaning to make an appointment, but
Some make you come in every 3 or every 4 months. So it's either 4 times a year or 3 times a year you gotta go in.
Our prescriptions only last 28 days.
Well, normally they'll give you a 90-day supply, not at one time, but you'll give you a prescription
With
and then every
refills.
month you have to refill it. Usually most doctors will make you come in every 3 months or every 4 months to get a refill or to get your prescription renewed.
Here comes Joe.
I just send my doctor an
After
email.
his therapeutic.
I send my doctor an email every 4 weeks with all the stuff I want, and they just send it electronically to the chemist, and I go and get it.
what's up, Joe? How you feeling today? This morning?
I had a better night. I had to deal with a physical terrorist this morning, but
Oh,
Now, did you sleep in your recliner last night?
till about 4, got up, went to the bathroom, and went to bed.
Okay.
And then I woke up in the bed wishing I stayed in the recliner.
You rolling around too much and shit?
I must have, because pillow that was between my legs was on the floor.
is it hard for you to sleep in the
Yeah.
bed sometimes?
Only because of my shoulder. My shoulder hurts when I get in a certain position.
Yeah.
It's probably better you sleep in the chair anyway, because it's gonna keep you from rolling around and shit.
Yeah, but I like the
don't hit
chair,
the
but
leg
like I
on
said,
anything.
I gotta put weight on with my right leg. I gotta put weight on the piece that comes up to make sure it doesn't come back down because it won't lock into place. Now, usually when you go all the way back, it locks into place. I don't know if it's because I haven't used it that much or what, But it worked. It worked. It reclines all the way back. I just can't get it to. If I lean a little bit, it'll go forward.
What's up, Dan?
Physical terrorist decided I don't need one.
What? You don't need the physical terrorist anymore.
He said, "You're fine. You're independent enough. Not like I'm not a 70-year-old guy that's not independent like Paul."
Well, technically, Brenda, the one that my son takes is considered a controlled substance from the neurologist, but he only has to go in every 4 months.
What kind
Yeah,
of
Paul, I'm gonna shut up.
what
I'm gonna shut up because all it takes is one more fall, and then I'm not independent.
But
Hey,
it's not like a narcotic or anything. It's a medicine for his brain, for his head.
JD,
does he like take medicine to help him focus or whatever?
No, what it was Thomas had like seizures, but not like seizures like you see in the movies and shit. He doesn't know they're
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So he had a bunch of sleep studies done before they put him on any medicine. Like the neurologist that he went to did a really good job. Like she spent a whole year doing a battery of tests before she put him on anything.
Who's that?
And then the
His son.
neurologist that my son had to go to when he
Okay.
was a little bit younger, like him and the neurologist and his primary care doctor, they're those type of doctors that just don't put kids on meds after a couple visits. They make them go through a whole year and a half worth of testing before they decide to put them on anything. Like we had to take him to multiple sleep studies and everything else where they knocked him out and he had to sleep there for 2-3 hours in the doctor's office. Why they had him hooked up to machines, all kinds of shit. But they found that he was having micro seizures in his head, but it weren't ones that you would physically see, right? And he didn't
Right.
show them when he was having them. So
So
yeah, his
Joe,
doctors were very thorough.
did the phone situation get resolved?
Oh yeah, and they say that's what I told them. I said, y'all need. Her mama's got a business line. It's her personal business stuff, but she's got like 4 phone numbers on there. I said, I know you got extra phones at the house. Just add one of those. You know, it won't cost you anything else. Nothing else. Like that. Y'all could do it's nothing. But she was bitching because they didn't have an extra iPhone. She wanted iPhone. You know? So
Oh
they
my
found
God!
I
Now
don't know
you're
what
just
kind of
being
phone
picky.
she's hooked up to, but it works. So guess what? She got it.
Yeah, but at the same time, beggars can't be choosers. Take what you can
I'm
get.
trying to tell you.
She wanted an iPhone because she plays on it all the time, right?
Well, yeah, she's doing all kind of, and she's saying because of the Wi-Fi being out at the apartment, she can't. So for some reason, the phone she's on, it's got to be an Android. She said she can't get it to work off. I said it won't work on the 5G or 4G, whatever you got. I said you can't download the apps that way. They won't let me. I said you're not trying hard enough.
Well, it's
Probably doing it
either
slow.
that. Well, it's either that or the phone line that she got through your ex-wife might not have a lot of data. It might not be an unlimited data plan.
No, they're unlimited. All of them unlimited.
Is it unlimited high speed though?
I couldn't tell you.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
said,
See, that's where
I don't know.
that's where you got to watch the wording when you get a phone plan. If it doesn't say high or unlimited high speed data, then they'll word it as unlimited data, but then in the fine print it will say it will throttle down after so many gigs. So you
Well,
got to
Joe,
look at that fine print.
Joe, I must be missing something, you know. But my question is the new phone that's hooked him through his wife, your ex-wife, is working fine. It was her old phone didn't work, right?
Now, her old phone, she owes money on.
She
She
just
didn't
didn't pay
pay.
the bill.
It's not that it don't work. They turned it off.
Yeah, they turned it off because she don't pay her phone bill. I said, you got car, no. I said, you have no auto, you got no auto payment. All you got is a phone bill, and all you have is you had the phone bill, and all you have is an insurance bill. That's your 2 bills. How you can't pay them? When she had it, she was at least getting unemployment and making over $1,000 a month. How come she can't pay $200 a month in bill? Why she got $300 behind?
Well, she got
Because she
rent.
spent it on everything else.
It's that new beta shit they added to the chat, Dan. Almost everybody's channel has it now.
Yeah, but it's weird though, because like it's not like I don't see it on the phone on my phone, but when before I logged on here, it was on the chat on my laptop.
It's
Because it does
it's a
it does it
point-
on Johnny's show too. When he's live, it does it on his show too.
Yeah,
The
not
only
all
thing
of
it
them
is
do it.
is
They're
that-
doing it though.
Yeah,
Well-
I've seen some more channels though get it within the last few days.
That the one that says in transcribed or whatever.
No. He's talking about the point system in the chat now.
Yeah.
How you get the points because you talk
Got
more
a
than
crown
somebody
with
else.
a number 3 on it.
Yeah, because
So like
normally
Dan's got
sometimes when I'm the first one in there, like it'll say number 1, and then when others pop up, it'll say like 2, or they're the second one or fourth one or whatever.
no. What it is so Dan has a number 3, which means he's the third most chatty person in the chat.
Yeah.
JDS is
Oh.
number 2 because he's chatted the second most. So that's what it's giving you a point system and giving you a number, and it's telling you how much each person who's the most chattiest
Yeah.
people in the chat.
I think it gives you 25 points every time you write something in the chat.
Right,
But
but the points don't
it-
mean anything at the end of the day.
It stops after a certain amount.
not gonna spend my points on trolling.
Yeah, I figured.
Go to the
They
YouTube
realize
shop.
who it is. That's why they're not gonna give you any more points.
Go to the YouTube shop. You can spend them.
Yep.
It's just they're trying to do what I've said they needed to do for a long time and dress the chat up and add a little bit more features to it. Because if you look at Twitch and TikTok and all these other streaming platforms, YouTube's chat looks very basic and boring compared to theirs. They have a lot of interaction buttons and different shit you can do in the chats, where YouTube don't really have hardly anything. Their chat's just really outdated. They do need to do some updating on it.
I'd rather it just put the chat in and no stuff that you don't need.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. A YouTube gift shop.
For points. Oh yeah, but it'd be
Yeah.
ridiculous. You'd need like 10 million points to get a shirt. It'd take you 2 years to get that.
Yeah.
Or you could just go on Amazon and buy one.
I think it stops at 275, don't it? I don't think you can go above that in a chat.
I don't know. I don't know how I'll be honest, I haven't really been paying attention to it.
I think it's just another aggravation to look at.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I just don't pay attention to it. Because like even on Twitch, there's certain games that you can play and people can put stuff in the Twitch chat and it puts shit in the game for you to do, which is pretty cool. But because there was one game that Amber and Lolo were playing one day, months and months ago, and every time you put something in the chat, like you would earn points as you were talking in the chat, and then you could use the points. And they were playing this game where they were like shooting spiders and stuff, and you could actually add more spiders in the game to attack them by putting the shit in the chat. I can't remember what game it was.
It wasn't nothing like Fortnite or anything, was it?
Some random game. I can't remember the name of it.
Fixed my my ice machine last night.
Did you?
What was wrong
Yeah,
with it?
I went in there. Well, it had overflowed. What happened was that I looked at that whole tray that they put the ice in. There's a big bin they
Yeah,
put
the
in.
one that's in your freezer, and like when it makes ice, it dumps it into the
Yeah,
tray.
I had a solid block of ice
Oh.
where the water kept dripping in, and it just kept making ice. So
Oh,
I had
wow.
about 10 pounds of ice right there. So I took it out and got it all clean and put it all back. And I noticed it was dripping in certain areas. So I got the hot air gun I got and went up in there and all through all the cracks in the back and everything. I was getting big chunks of ice that was all up in there off of it. And it started dropping ice last night again. So it must have been something got in between and jammed. So the water just kept draining over it.
Oh, so you had to take it out and run hot water over it so that it would melt and all that shit like that?
I used a hot air blower.
Well, no, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like you said, it was like one solid piece of ice, so you had to run hot water over it to melt it.
Yeah, I just ran hot water in it and it fell out in the sink.
Oh, there you
And
go.
then I put it back and I was finding sheets of ice all over the place inside around the ice machine. So I had to get all that ice where everything moved freely, and then it
Yeah.
started working again. Took me about 10 minutes, but it was nice to hear the ice starting to fall in there again.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah,
how like
worst case scenario for you though, you live in an apartment, so they could just come in and give you a whole new fridge. Something
Oh yeah,
happened.
they would have fixed it today, but it's the hassle of getting the dogs out of the way and them come and do it and when they can do
Right.
it. It's like if I
Yeah,
could fix it, I'm fix it.
It's crazy when it makes the ice and it just kind of overflows and like you have to dump it out every once in a while. Like when mine, I don't know, like I haven't done it in a while, but normally like when it overflows, like you normally would dump it out, or if you're gone from your house for periods at a time, just dump the ice out into your disposal so that way it sharpens the blades, I guess.
I ain't never heard that in my life, teacher.
That's what they say. I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know the people.
The only thing that anything hard in a waste disposal would do to the blades is dull them. I don't think it'd sharpen them.
Oh, I don't know.
But that was a
See
one
what
big
you-
solid piece of ice.
I think another feature YouTube's missing that like TikTok's been very successful with is they need to add their own version of the TikTok shop where you can buy shit through them.
Oh yeah.
Because
Like
I'll tell you what,
can-
man, TikTok shop is making a lot of money. I think, as I said, I think YouTube would be smart to start their own store up to where they sell products like that.
I mean, that's what Amazon. You could just Google anything on. What the hell?
Yeah, Amazon. I mean,
Like,
yeah,
you
you
can
can go on
buy- like,
Amazon and
I
buy
bought-
anything.
I bought like maybe one thing off of Amazon that said YouTube on it, and it was a pillowcase.
No. So TikTok has a shop. It's like their own version of Amazon on the TikTok app that you can go
Oh.
to and go shopping through TikTok. So I'm saying is YouTube's missing out on an opportunity to try to do their own store like that to allow to have their own like YouTube shop where you can buy products directly through YouTube while you're on the app watching shows and shit or watching your favorite creators. Because even Amazon now has started that Amazon shit where it's like Temu now. They sell products really cheap like Temu. I mean, I know they're going to the same manufacturers and getting the Temu and Wish are getting it from, but I was looking at the prices of the shit they were selling on Amazon Haul, is what it's called, Amazon Haul. I was looking at the prices of the products they were selling on there, finding the similar ones on Temu, and they were damn near the same price. Some were cheaper, some were a little bit more expensive, but you were talking about
Amazon-
pennies difference in
Amazon
prices.
Haul or
Yeah.
Haul, like HUAL Haul.
No, HAUL,
Oh,
Amazon Haul, like you're hauling something away.
oh, right.
It's in your regular Amazon app. Here, I'll show it to you. Let me pull up Amazon real quick.
Yeah, because like when I here.
So you have. Okay, let me show you here. So you got your regular Amazon app, right?
Yeah.
Here. You go up to Amazon Haul up here, and it's like a bunch of like just really cheap shit. Like, you know, they got like Sheen
those
type.
little the bands to keep the bugs away or whatever.
Yeah, like they got like Sheen clothes like Sheen does, like you get vinyl gloves. I mean, it's all the
Yeah.
little cheap shit that Temu and all them sell. And TikTok shop and everything.
That hammock's
So you
pretty
can get
cool.
the little laver
the
mics
little
for
mics.
$8. I mean, it's just a bunch of really cheap stuff. You can get 12 packs of super glue for $6. I
That's
mean, I
not
bought
bad.
some stuff. I bought a couple things off there just to try it out. Now I was not upset about it. I mean,
Was
the
that free?
stuff I got was decent.
Free shipping? Was it free shipping, Justin?
I didn't tell him to put the XP thing. I just said I want to see the chat updated. So I don't know. I think it was, but yeah. And then Amazon also bought out another site not too long ago. I can't remember the name of it though. Apparently they sell nothing but secondhand stuff. Let's see if I can find it. What's it called? It's not called Amazon. It's something else. Woot. That's it.
Oh, Woot.
Yeah, this one's owned by Amazon. Bought them out not too long ago, and apparently this is all refurbished. Nothing but refurbished stuff here, or open box. But yeah, it's another side of theirs.
That's
Lot of
another
metal.
thing. I need a new fucking tablet.
That's Prime Day till the 11th. Go look.
I got my meals coming.
Oh, Meals on Wheels, huh?
No, that's the frozen meals. They give you 14 days.
Oh, 14 days of it.
Are
Yeah,
those
she
are
said
those any
it's-
good?
Some of them. Some of them totally suck.
Sarah's mom got those a couple months back, and some of them were hit or miss.
Yeah.
She wasn't eating them, but me and Sarah tried a few different ones, and the
Yeah,
Southwest
they got
one was
some of
pretty
them with
good.
chicken and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I tried the Southwest chicken one. It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
it
pretty good.
tastes like a healthy meal. Like
Yeah.
it tastes like you're eating a lean cuisine or something like that. But
Yeah, she's got to add Cajun season to it. Yeah, but they got one of them. It's like supposed to be oatmeal and raisins and shit like that. Man, it's like this, but this much on the plate. It was like about that much. That's pitiful, that one. Got little apple slices in it. I ain't never seen an apple that small in my life. Not even a crayon apple.
On the news right now,
Yeah.
Joe, they're talking about Iran has issued death threats against Trump.
he has been. They've
They've
had
been
them for
doing
the
it.
last forever. Ain't nothing new.
All he's gonna do is make
Um,
him bomb the shit out of him.
mm, they do have some deals on iPads, TJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you're gonna want to get something newer than what you already got. I fucking hate Apple trying to figure out which generation is which.
He's
'Cause
got
they
the
have
iPad
the
BC.
they have the iPad Air 13 inch with the M3 chip.
Yeah,
So
'cause
that's a
it's
pretty new one.
Crazy, like, cause there's like when I'm out flying at different spots with the guys and stuff, like I can't my iPad won't let me take off for some reason. I gotta switch to my phone, so it's like kind of annoying.
That's
So they got
because
the
you got
iPad Air.
the iPad BC.
What do you have? The
iPad.
Mini 2? The
No, I've
iPad.
got
Is it a mini?
no, it's I don't even know.
He didn't get that one, Justin. You heard me? iPad
Yeah, I
BC.
know. I heard you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like the oldest iPad ever.
Does it start freezing when you try to fly with it?
Well, no, it doesn't freeze. It just, I don't know. It's just so old that it's just like it's outdated. And
I'm telling you right now, bro, you picked an
I got a screen
expensive
protector on it, but
platform
the protector's all cracked and shit like that at the bottom of it.
like I said, you picked an expensive platform to go with, so an iPad ain't gonna be cheap to replace.
Yeah.
He's got
Unless you get stuck.
the iPad Moses edition.
Yeah, the Moses edition. Yeah. Let me see.
Well, and see, even Android is hit or miss because there's a lot of them that aren't even
Yeah,
compatible
that
with the.
A7
Fly
Lite
app.
sucks.
Oh, that thing's horrible, dude. I've even
Oh,
factory
Johnny.
reset it.
Oh,
And it's still laggy as fuck.
It's the iPad Air 2 is what it is.
Air 2?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
old. Aren't they on
Yeah, it's
like
way
the
back.
Air? Yeah, Aren't they on like an Air 9 or 10 or something now?
Johnny got shipping status for his V-Copter.
But I'll tell you what, TJ, if you get a new iPad, one of the newer ones, bro, you better expect to spend $600-800. Them things ain't fucking cheap.
Yeah.
You're probably better off trying to find a newer one of what you already have. Maybe go hit up some pawn shops and see if any of them have any decent deals.
Yeah.
But before you buy anything, look up what it is new to buy it, because some pawn shops try to get exact new prices for their shit.
Yeah.
And you could show them, well, I can get the same one on Amazon for $20 more. Fuck off. Walk the fuck out. Tell them you
Yeah.
ain't walking out of there unless they drop about 150 off on it.
Throw it in the ocean and shit break.
No, take it to a dude, people will buy old junk laptop or iPads, Dusty. Don't throw it away.
Hmm.
I don't know if you can take iPads to the eco machines. I don't think they take tablets. But you could try and see if they do.
Throw it in the ocean.
Dude, I took those 5 phones I had that were sitting in the drawer just collecting dust. I took them to the eco machine. I walked out with like $250 some. Dude, you could throw it on a Facebook Marketplace, not working, $50, and somebody might come by and get it from you because they'll fix
Yep.
it and resell it. Especially, you'll get a lot of these people from. I sold this lady used to buy a bunch of old electronics off me, and I believe she was from India, but she bought a bunch of stuff off me over the course of a couple months, like old phones and stuff I had. She was sending the shit overseas to these real like shit ass parts of the world that were fixing them and reusing them. It was the
I
same
wonder if I
family that
could
used to
take.
come in.
I wonder if I could take my iPad to Verizon and see what they say.
It was the same ones that were coming into Walmart and buying the little $10 track flip phones. They were sending them overseas and getting like
There's an
200 apiece for 'em.
iPad. I don't know what it is.
That's an old one. Look how big the bezel is on that thing.
Yeah.
That's an old ass iPad. Because the bezels on them are like paper thin now.
I was going to throw it out.
What model is that, Paul?
Don't know. It won't start up.
That's got to be one of the first couple generations, because look how thick that bezel is around the screen.
Yeah.
The new ones, it's like paper thin around the edge.
It
What are you
tells
talking
you on
about
the
this-
back what it is.
You talking about the screen, Justin, or like what do you mean by the
The
bezel? Like,
bezel
what
is
it?
the white part around the screen.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like cell phones. Remember how older smartphones used to have the big thick bezels around the screen? Now
Oh,
they're
I think
paper
so,
thin.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
screen's like right on the edge all the way around. Yeah. That's how you can tell the difference between a lot of older tablets and phones versus new ones, or between an expensive phone and a cheap phone. Because I can go into the dollar store and buy a $50 Samsung phone, but it's going to have a thick ass bezel around it.
Hey, you
What does
gotta
it
read
say
it.
under
We
iPad?
can't read that, Paul.
Yeah,
Right?
that's really small, Paul. That's the underneath iPad. That's like really small, like
It
lettering.
should
It'll
say
tell you a
right under
model
where it
number.
says
That's how you
iPad.
find it.
Sometimes it'll actually say it though. Does it say
Can you
iPad
pl- can you
Air
pl-
or
can
anything
you-
like that?
Can you plug it in? Can you plug it in and it'll turn on?
I can't. It's got a funny plug. I can't get anything in
He
there.
doesn't have the lightning cord for
Oh,
it. It's the lightning adapter.
Yeah, it's a lightning plug. He probably
You
has
don't
one. He
have
just don't know where it's at because I guarantee he had them.
Yep. I don't know.
it's like this one, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably is because this is what Apple chargers look like.
Well, that wasn't the all, they used to use the 32 pin adapter charger, I think it was. Wasn't it the 32 pin?
Yeah, the
Big
big wide
fucking
one.
long ass one. Yeah, but I don't think any of the tablets ever use those.
Yeah, I had one.
They got on a tablet?
Yeah, one of the first generations.
Oh wow, I didn't know the tablets ever used those. Because they got rid of those years ago. The last of those were when the last iPods were out.
Right.
And I think they got rid of those. No, as a matter of fact, I want to say the last generation of iPods or the last two generations were using the lightning cables. That's even longer than that. I have an original iPod with the charger. It's one of the big old chunky ass ones. I think it's a 32 gig. I should throw it on eBay and sell it, see if I can get any money for it. I gotta figure out the model and see if it's one that's worth anything.
Are you there? Called by the Kathy McKeel for Stag Island number 1044.
Yeah, Apple's turning into Type C now if you buy the latest Apple products. It's got to be like
Yeah.
the newest tablet and the iPhone 16, but anything before that's still Lightning. Lightning's not going to get totally phased out, I would say, for at least another 5-7 years. Till everybody's old Apples, because people still are going to have iPhone 12s and 13s in another 4 years.
Up at Black River.
So it's going to take a while for that to completely phase out.
Roger, once you're past the Northern Venture, no reported downbound traffic. Roger that, thank you. Roger. Doug Victor,
Because even an iPhone 15, those will be around for at least another 5-7 years before we'll start barely seeing anybody with one.
Starting traffic, Sandra E. Sandra E, underneath that.
Yeah, I like Type C. I hated micro USB. Those were the worst. Man, those ports would wear out so quick.
Oh, like the other ones you're talking about?
Yeah.
Mm. What do you got, Justin? You got a Samsung or an Android or what you got?
I got an S23 Ultra.
Oh.
I don't use Apple. I use Samsung. Like if I had an Apple computer, I would use an Apple phone, but since I'm on PC, it's stupid to have an Apple. Or just the compatibility is not really there.
Yeah.
So it's not really. I hate when I see people and they have a bunch of mixed operating systems that don't really go together.
Oh yeah, that is crazy. I'm like, what? Why do you
Like
have
you,
that?
you have an Apple laptop, you have an Apple phone. That makes all sense to
Yeah,
have all that. But
yeah.
Android is so much more compatible with PC. Like I don't have any issues with compatibility. Apple can be a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah, that could be true, Dusty.
Yeah,
15
but
years.
Apple will
Yeah.
support phones for a good 8-9 years after they come out. Dusty, that's what I'm saying. The Type C didn't come out until the Apple's iPhone 16. You're still going to have people on 15s, 14s, 13s, 12s, probably all the way back to the 11s for at least to anywhere between 5 to 8 years, I would say.
They have these bracelets that I've seen where like you touch the thing and your phone comes onto your arm or whatever. Like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Phone comes onto your arm.
Yeah, it's a bracelet that you wear. It's like a bracelet.
No, dude, that's a scam product, dude. That's been floating around on the internet for the last like 7 years.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about then?
Yeah, it's the one where you saw the person wearing the bracelet and they flick their wrist, and all of a sudden their
Yeah.
phones. Yeah, that's not even real.
Oh. I thought that was real for real. I was like, what the hell? That's fucking crazy.
No, that I've seen that fucking scam ass advertisement floating around on the internet for a long time now.
Oh. Did you ever think about buying one to see if it works for real?
No, because you wouldn't get it. You'd probably just get a bracelet. It doesn't do anything. Probably wouldn't even
No.
turn it. Probably wouldn't have anything even built in. It'd probably just be one of the bracelets like you wear, one of the rubber ones.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that shown on one of the science programs where it's just using a projector to project the phone screen onto your arm.
I've never actually seen a working one. I've seen the advertisement for a long time. But you can just, yeah, like Dusty said, you can just get a smartwatch and there's your phone right on your wrist right there.
Just a
Yeah, I probably am, Dre. I'm probably am.
Trey said he's watching too much Total
Yeah.
Recall.
Yeah. That's funny. Total Recall.
I mean, you get the smartwatch that has mobile the SIM card built into it, and then if you forget your phone at home, you still have your cell phone on your wrist.
Yeah.
Because you get two different versions. You can get one with Bluetooth that just runs through Bluetooth, or you can get one that has a cell service.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Like the little boat's going out to the ship, like, hey, wait for us, wait for us.
No, I always stay 2 or 3 generations behind on the cell phones. I don't try to keep up with the latest one.
Yeah.
Too fucking expensive. And all the features that the S25 came out with, the S25 Ultra came out with that they were advertising when that first came out, they've now rolled a lot of those features back on all the way to the S21s, I believe. Because my phone got them, all the AI features and all that shit that they put on the newer ones. They ended up rolling those features back on I think back to the S21 and maybe the S20. I think got it.
Hello. Hello.
Because when I got the new Android update, what about 2-3 months back, it added all those features to it.
Ciao.
internet off. Yeah, I thought it was.
你好.
It was on Earth.
Hello.
The update came out today.
Hola.
Replaced the cable from the cabinet.
that.
I don't know when. No, he's gonna text me. He's booking it in.
Hola.
Next week. He's gonna text me when they answer him and tell me.
Hey.
I think there was an update on this thing when I turned it on to check the brand of this iPad anyways.
I said Apple does support their products for quite a long time
From
before they
yesterday
Yeah.
stop doing updates on them.
and today. And it was working when they got here. Well, it stopped. when
I
they
mean,
got
so does Android. They support pretty far back.
now.
I still see people using iPhone 10s, the XRs. Well, they weren't really 10s, but the iPhone XR and the iPhone X. I still see people using those.
Hey.
It just wasn't backed up is what it was.
I've still got my iPhones 3, 4, and 5, and 6 somewhere.
Oh.
People will still buy those for collection reasons. There's actually quite a few YouTube channels
Robert Dan.
where they're phone collectors and they like to collect all the different models of phones. And they'll buy those big bundles of phones off of eBay. They'll have like 100 phones in it and they'll get it for like $50.
Mm.
And they'll go through it and they'll find the models that they don't have. It'll be kind of like a mystery box of phones.
I've still got my Nokia 1010.
Matter of fact, Mr. Who's the Boss, that big YouTuber from England, He's got a big ass phone collection. He collects cell phones.
Oh. Hola.
I know
He
people
actually
that
had a
that have those they go on the beach and they got those big like fucking metal like sifter things and they'll drag it across the sand. People that have like lost stuff or whatever, and they'll like
Yeah.
sift through it and they'll find phones and jewelry and all kind of shit in there.
Hola.
You mean a sieve, TJ?
The sun ray.
Yeah, it's like a big version of a cat litter sifter.
Yeah, yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah.
They are called sand rakes. They use them all the time over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see people doing that and doing the metal
Like
detecting on the
I was
beach.
watching a video where a guy was doing that and like he found like watches and phones and like all kind of shit. Like razor blades and shit. Like
Oh yeah.
what?
But the general public don't do it over here. The council do it.
Yeah.
Black it's done every morning at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
every
bet they
time I've gone
I
to-
bet they come out like with like some crazy stuff and they're like, man, I'm keeping this. They come out like they make out like bandits, I guess.
Oh, I every time I've been to the beach, there's always been somebody there either sifting or metal detecting.
Oh yeah.
They'd have a job doing it at Brighton Beach. No sand. It's all pebbles.
Hola.
They don't have a problem doing it at any beach.
What's up,
Too many
Getchy?
people in the way. You'd be like that. Where? Give me your ring.
Kellogg's is selling Wonder if it's still be in Battle Creek.
Oh.
What?
I
What?
don't understand what she means by that. Talking about Kellogg's like the cereal company? Is that where their headquarters is at or something? I'm assuming that's what she's talking about. I don't know. I don't
Hey,
get what she meant by that.
Oh. Hola. Dobber Dan.
Okay, so the Kellogg's company is selling. So they must have their headquarters is in Battle Creek. Who are they selling to, Getchy?
Hello.
It's fake news. They are not selling off Wonder. They're restructuring and rebranding some of their products, and they are the whole of Kellogg's may be taken over by Ferrero or the other way round.
Those are good candies. I like them damn things.
Or it's a commercial
Battery.
selling to an Italian company, she said.
Ferrero Rocher, those things are awesome.
They're Swiss, not Italian.
No, I don't ever read the
It'll
cereal
be American
boxes.
by the end of the week.
Honestly, I don't buy cereal boxes. I always buy the big ass bags of cereal.
Wait up. Who said they were Italian?
TJ said,
Yeah, no,
They're doing-
Gitchy said they're selling to an Italian company.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So who said they're Italian and why did Mark say they're not Italian?
Ferrero Rocher are not Italian.
Yes, they are.
They're Swiss.
No, they're not. Ferrero Rocher is Italian chocolate giant.
Thought they were Swiss.
I don't know.
Now, they're Italian and they're buying Kellogg's.
Oh,
There goes another iconic American brand.
Yeah, their headquarters is in Alba, Italy.
yeah.
What Kellogg's is?
It's a family-owned
Ferrero.
business. Since
Oh,
inception,
Ferrero,
it's still
oh.
family-owned. And they own Nutella, Kinder, Tic Tac, and Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, I think they own more than that. Because I think they bought part of Unilever. Unilever, freaking massive.
It is. That's who my uncle used to work for.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of Unilever products over here,
Slide
Yeah.
especially
My-
like
Oh, yeah, area manager for Europe.
Power off.
Yeah, if you get off the train at Warrington Banquet, you can tell what washing powder they're doing. It's normally Daz and Ariel they're doing there. You can just smell it in the air.
And we've got a biscuit factory on the way to Ashton, and every time we drive to the hospital or the foot care clinic, we have to drive through this smell of baking biscuits.
Mm.
so it
Gorgeous.
looks like
Yeah,
they're
well,
buying
your
it for
apple.
3.
Paul, with Apple, you'll get that logo until about 3%. If it's dead.
Off.
So it looks like they bought it
But
for
it says screen
3.1
lock.
billion.
How do I unlock the screen?
You don't until it's switched on.
Screen curtain on.
Screen curtain on.
Slide.
Slide up.
Usually,
But it's completely black.
Press the button at the bottom.
I don't think it's on the bottom. Is it on the side?
This
No,
one?
Yeah.
It's an Android, not an Apple.
No, it's not. It's an Apple.
Yeah,
Is
it's an old ass Apple. Yeah, that's a really old one.
Yeah, press the button on the bottom if it's got a button.
Yeah, it's not got-
I don't know, Jonathan.
Right,
big
Paul,
one.
take the charger out, turn it round and put it back in and see if it makes a difference. The old Apples used to be very temperamental to the charger.
Oh, and these will let it sit and charge for a little while too.
Charging device battery. 76%. Image.
Well, it's got 76% battery.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's going on doing then.
But it stays black. It doesn't light up.
Yeah. Have you pressed any of the buttons on the side?
Screen lock.
Oh, so flip that little switch on the side, Paul. You might have it locked.
No, that switch is just for volume.
That's muted.
That's silent.
Yeah. What about the other buttons? Double press them. So
You've
remember,
got-
Apple, you used to have to hold 2 buttons, didn't you, to switch them on?
Hey.
no, that's the new ones. The old ones, you just held the on-off switch for more than a couple of seconds.
Paula.
Paul, chuck it in the bin and buy a Samsung.
Power off. Button. Slide or double tap.
How the hell is he getting it to talk to him?
iPad shutting down.
It said iPad shutting down. Fuck off.
He's gonna say, just throw me in the, he said, just quit messing with me and throw me in the bin, bitch.
But the screen lights up to show the Apple, but that's the only time it lights up.
Yeah, use your thumb and place it on that round button bottom, because that's a thumbprint reader.
Right
No.
there.
No, on the button.
Bottom.
On that bottom button, that
Lower
bottom
down.
round button.
I
He's
don't
putting it
think
on the
it is a
Apple logo.
fingerprint reader. I don't think it was in on that tab.
I'd do better in the hospital.
He's got that fucking what is it? It's that talking shit that you can turn on for people who have
Oh, accessibility.
yeah, it's accessibility shit for people who can't see.
Yeah.
So talk
Not
but
like
that
me.
shit is annoying. Because every fucking thing you do, it repeats it.
Yeah, I prefer to make it so that I can tell it when I want it to talk to me rather than do it all the time.
And when it starts
Yeah.
saying, brush me softly and caress me, that's when we're gonna hang up.
Hola.
Well,
Anyway,
it said it had 76% charge, David, but I don't know.
Yeah.
there's that
It
one,
just
and
said that a second ago.
here's another thing that's just been sitting on the.
The heck is
Yeah, old
that?
ass. Dude, that
He
is one
shows-
chunky bitch.
He
Is
shows
that
the
a
stuff, but we
is that a
can't read
laptop?
nothing.
An old, like, chunky ass laptop?
What Windows is on it,
It says
Paul?
it's a Sharp.
What
That's
sticker has
sharp.
it got on the bottom?
Yeah,
Windows
we can't
what?
read that.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you.
That is a chunky ass
It's a
laptop, bro.
notebook computer PCAL 27.
I reckon that's like going to be Windows XP or something.
To Vista.
They
Yeah,
don't know.
it's a Windows XP Home Edition by Sharp.
Yep. That's all. Belongs in a museum, Paul.
Hey,
Belongs in the bottom of that row.
apart from my MacBook Pro, the latest version of Windows I've got on any of the PCs I've had has been XP.
Yeah. It's a shame that, you know, because if you look at that computer, it looks really good, Nick.
Paula.
I said that is one chunky bitch right there. You can tell that thing's probably mid 2000s.
And it's heavy.
Well, the reason I'm late on today is I turned my computer on. It said Windows has done your updates. Restart. So I restarted. It went through all the pissing around, and it went Windows can't install updates. Rolling back. And then it restarted. It went Windows can't roll back. Installing updates. What the fuck? And he did it 6 times, and then suddenly went, fuck it. Here, have your Windows back.
Have your Windows back.
Anything to get me to go to Windows 11, you bastards.
I wonder why it couldn't reboot or whatever.
It's like when Windows 8 came to the end of its life. Yeah. All
Yeah.
the updates started playing around, and you was getting random glitches and stuff. Things that would stress you out and go, fuck it, I'll upgrade. Okay, I'll do the upgrade. That's what you said.
Hello. Salud. Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
I'll
It's
tell you what.
me.
The laptops that were real chunky was the what the hell were they? The Acer
The old
Predator?
Dells. Yeah.
No, the Acer Predator. That thing was fucking huge.
Yeah,
Hola.
my stepdad's mate used to work for BT, and he gave me his old work laptop. And Jesus, that was heavy as shit.
Somewhere upstairs, I've got a luggable.
A what?
Luggable.
What the hell? One of them?
Well, it was one that you could carry around, but it was bloody heavy.
So shouldn't it have been called not luggable?
It was a compact, and it was about,
compacts used to be heavy as shit as well.
it used to be about 18 inches wide, a foot deep, and maybe 7 or 8 inches tall. The
I've got a
keyboard,
Just having phone issues.
the keyboard. you one
Jim,
click
because
on
he
top,
hasn't been in the chats in a couple of days.
and then it had a
Hey,
green
Jonathan.
monitor that would tilt up from behind it, and it had floppy drives, a hard drive. So it was a full, almost desktop computer that you could carry around with you.
Paula.
I'll never forget that
Was
day when the guy on the train manager on in first class, he's walking down, and the woman went, "Excuse me, are you allowed to use your computer on the train?" The train manager looked at her and went, "Yeah, there's a plug there that says laptop. Feel free to use it." as he walks
People
off.
do. People do because like we have a.
No,
we
wait,
have a-
wait, TJ. She, as she walked off, she suddenly got one of them fucking massive Apple all-in-one computers out and just sat on the table.
uh,
Hello.
It was
Yeah,
like,
'cause
"Fucking hell."
yeah, we have a train system here, and people be on their laptops or whatever. Like when you get on, people be like doing work or whatever they're doing. Like they'll literally bring their laptops and do work or whatever, playing games.
Yeah, but technically, that plug is for laptops, mobile phones, and tablets. It's not for full
Right.
desktop PCs. Yeah,
Yeah.
where she literally pulled
Oh,
out.
so the guy literally had like his like
No, the
PC
woman.
and-
The woman,
Oh.
she had one of the Apple all-in-ones. You know, just the screen with everything built in the back.
Oh god, that's crazy.
Slammed it on the table, gets the keyboard and mouse out, starts
Oh
going
my god.
over it. It's like,
How the heck was she? How was she carrying a big fucking screen?
She had a giant suitcase.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is the one I was
crazy.
talking about. These are big ass laptops, Acer Predator 21X.
Fucking
Oh
hell.
yeah.
Got a big ass 21-inch screen and it's got subwoofers, all kinds of shit built into it. Like these two right here
Wow.
are subwoofers on the corner. That is a
Damn,
big
that's
ass
pretty wild.
laptop.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello from the other side.
Hello from the other side.
You must have restarted 1,000 times.
He must have restarted 1,000 times.
I mean, I'm kind of with JD. I don't know why Paul's really worried about turning it on. He ain't never going to use it again.
I remember carrying my
Yeah.
old desktop PC on National Express, and I got to Manchester, and it was like, "Oh, you can't carry that on the National Express coach." I was like, "I've gone from Preston to Manchester with it on your services, and now in Manchester you say I can't carry it on your service. Then you're going to have to put me back on your service back to Preston, aren't you?" She was like, "No, you can't carry it on our services." I was like, "Well, we've got a problem then, because I'm going to North Wales with it." After a major row, then they gave me a train ticket.
Hello.
Hello. Who keeps doing that?
Yeah, because he's got that stupid voice shit it's just on.
Who is that keeps saying what? Hello.
Oh, dude, Sarah's mom turned that shit on
Not the office. He might be busy.
Nice headphone back there, bottom.
on the box on the TV out in the living room. Oh my god, dude! All I could
What would
hear
it
him
be
out there
saying?
was
Some weird
hitting.
shit or something?
No, it's just every time you do anything, you press any button, it tells you what you're doing. And they turn,
Oh.
they're always fucking their shit up, and then I got to go fix it.
My car off the road.
I had to go in there a couple weeks ago and shut it off for him.
Now it's gone to part 2 of the cart situation. DVLA, but I've been in, DVLA, what took my car off the road.
Shalom.
I've been in the cart,
Hello.
back in the cart. No, well, they,
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Why do you think Jim's having phone issues? Just because he hasn't been around?
Like, I don't know, because I've tried reaching out to him like a couple of times, and it wouldn't pick up or whatever. Like, it would just like ring a few times and then go to his voicemail. I think he's got a really old phone. I don't know if he took it in to have it looked at or whatever, but I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, he disappeared last week for a few days too, so yeah, he'll be all right. He's got family. It's not like he's by himself, so
Yeah.
he'll be all right.
Hello.
Where'd Paul go, Ship?
I don't know where the fuck he went to.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Dude, you might as well just turn that thing off.
How do we turn it off?
Throw it at the wall. Turn around and aim it directly at the TV.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
No, it's not. Ah,
What song is that? Oh, the other side song.
It's
oh,
Adele.
Lord.
She sings that.
Adele. You got
Yeah,
Adele?
she's the one that sings that song.
Yeah. I think that was Mark's friend, I think.
I didn't hear anybody. I haven't heard nobody but Mark and David talking.
No, but there was another dude talking. Dre.
Owner?
Yeah, it's Dre.
Yeah, it's Dre.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to remember who that was because I remember they tried popping in the other day. Everybody kept saying it was Paul.
Yeah.
What's up, Dre?
Hey, good morning.
Oh, put your camera down a little bit. What's that shirt you're wearing?
It's
Probably their anniversary or something.
our
Together
anniversary.
since 19,
Oh, you got the
1980.
emojis on there. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
cool. That's the year I was born. Huh.
What, your wife had those made, or did you do?
I actually had them made over a year ago, not last year's anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So she
How's
likes
your
it.
trip going?
Oh, we about to leave here in about another hour or so, head back. Just waiting for the morning commute traffic to die down. So we can
I don't
drive.
blame you.
Yeah, I hate traveling when there's traffic. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
We're gonna leave here probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's a 3-hour drive, so we'll hit home right about 1.
I mean, it's going on 11 o'clock right now. Oh, because there's a
You're
dip
right.
at the time.
He's
Hi,
3
Hello.
hours behind us, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
So,
on, give
like I said, give us a chance to, make sure everything's packed up and
Whoops.
leave nothing behind.
Is this what 8:44 in the no 7:44 in the morning?
7:45. Yeah, 7:45.
Yeah, I always hate like when you're traveling somewhere and then it's time to leave and you have to make sure you get your last minute belongings and stuff, and then you realize you forgot something. Like, damn it, I forgot this.
Yeah, it happens. Usually something like a phone charger or, stuff like that. Like me, I got the laptop. I brought a lot of other cameras and
Yeah.
everything. So I started packing up all my stuff last night, and then today you just kind of do a last minute walk through and pack up the last of it and put it away and throw it in the back of the car and head home.
I always do that. Like when
there's people that have left their jewelry before.
what I
Yeah.
do when I leave is I put everything by the door and I go through every drawer. I look around the edges of all the beds, the plugs. I go
Yeah.
in the bathroom because you
Yeah.
never know. You might have stuck something in a drawer or somebody else did and didn't realize it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is
I
here,
look
when
through
we
everything.
got here on Monday afternoon, they usually have like the big hotels have a little trolley thing that you can put your luggage on. So we got that thing, brought everything up to the room, and we just kept it in the room because we got a 2-bedroom suite. So we just put the trolley thing in the other bedroom. So we would have it when we left.
I see some guy hauling up his wife's 10 luggage.
Yeah.
Some dickhead took the cart. Just trying to haul all his luggage up to the room.
Yeah. So that's
Dre
the trip
standing
we
next to him.
learned.
Some people shouldn't Mm.
Because there's never, as I said, when you get here, they're hard to find because you know people use them all the time. We say, okay, we found one, we keeping this one. Like so, we got here, and I forgot that I had reserved a 2-bedroom one instead of it's the 1-bedroom, so we just stuck it in the extra bedroom. So I said, okay.
Mark, I've got bad news for you.
What's that?
Oh, he's on mute. But it looks like a lot of people in the UK aren't going to get their tax refunds.
You what?
We're
What's
not
the-
going to get our tax refunds.
What's a tax refund?
Well, you know them emails we keep getting that says you're due a tax refund. Click this link.
I have never had a tax refund.
No, I'm talking about the scam emails you keep.
Yeah,
that we keep getting. Yeah. Well, it looks like we're not getting them refunds because the police have raided a place in Romania and caught 15 people working on the scams.
Don't feel bad, Mark. I'm right there with you, partner. What's a tax refund?
Yeah.
Yeah, you honestly, you don't get good tax refunds unless you have small children. Once they're out, yeah, that shit goes away.
I got a good refund.
That's why I said, my youngest is she turned 25 this year. So when she graduated high school 7 years ago, almost 8 years ago, even when she was lacking, my kids are spread out. They're average about 5 years apart. So, when they're all little, I got a little bit of money back, but once they started getting older, man, that was it. Matter of fact, the last tax refund I remember getting is when George Bush was in office. And that was because he gave a tax cut rebate to everybody in the nation. Almost
Oh,
like
that was the end of his second term, wasn't it?
I thought it was in the first term and stuff, because it's almost
I
like
could've
when everybody was getting money for the COVID thing, everybody got that first check. And I was kind of ticked up. I said, man, where's my second and third check? And I didn't get one.
I could have swore that was at the end of his second one because everybody was talking about how he was trying to hook everybody up before he left office.
Yeah,
But
it might
I
have
could be
been.
wrong. You could be right. I
Might have
can't
been.
remember.
Yeah, I thought it was in his first term they did that. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I thought it was the second one, but I know what you're talking about. I remember that.
Yeah.
Our tax is taken out of your wages before you get your payslip, or when you get your payslip. So
Yeah.
That's how they do ours too.
Well, here they double dip us. They take it out of your weekly or bi-weekly or monthly pay wages, how you get paid. And then at the end of the year, when you file your taxes, you can get hit again.
Yeah, especially if you got a bunch of properties and everything else.
well, pretty much,
Mhm.
yeah.
Stuff
Only
like
if you're
that, man.
self-employed, you have to put your own taxes in.
Yeah, so they double dip you over here, man. That's why I'm like, what refund?
Oh, so I was talking yesterday, Dre. There was a guy on YouTube who was claiming that he had two friends. Now, I'm not saying, I don't know if there's any truth behind it, but he was claiming that two of his buddies ordered drones within the US and they were seized by customs mid-shipment. Like I said, it's uncorroborated because I don't know how truthful that is. But that's what he was claiming
Well,
on
I
his
mean,
video. He wouldn't say who it was, but he said there was two
yeah,
people.
when I think about it, it's kind of hard because if you buy it here in the US, it doesn't go through a port of entry.
That's what the whole controversy around the guy's video was like,
Right.
everybody's like, well,
like
why the hell did customs get it?
Right. That's it. Because I mean, once if you buy it and they ship it FedEx or UPS or even the Postal Service, it's already in their custody control at that point, and they don't go through any other ports.
Clickbait.
Yeah, that's what it was. Clickbait,
Well,
Joe.
Well,
Yeah.
it's either that or do you think that customs would request packages in mid-transit with stuff that they
No,
consider?
because like I said, they don't go through any ports of entry where customs work at. These guys have their own internal stuff. Like I said, they go from one UPS facility to the next facility to the next
Well, I
facility.
know that, but you don't think that they would send out a request to UPS and say, hey, any drones you have coming through? don't
I mean,
deliver them, send them
well,
to us?
if
Do you
you-
think that's
if you-
possible though?
Anything's possible, but I would say highly unlikely because then you're talking about,
Okay.
because like you
I was
say,
just curious
if
because
someone-
I don't know if
yeah.
that guy's being truthful or not.
I don't think
He seemed to
is.
be he didn't seem to be clickbaiting his video. He seemed to be pretty genuine when he's talking about, but like I said, it is
Well,
uncorroborated because he didn't give any other evidence.
I would have to, look at the video and pick it apart and see if this guy didn't buy it from someone overseas. Did he buy it from Korea? Did he buy it? I mean, he can say he bought it from somebody in US. Where did they get it from?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
See, he wouldn't
Yeah.
go into detail. Like he was like, I know 2 people, but I'm not going to say who they were. But I don't
Right.
even remember what the dude's channel was because I've been getting so many of these fucking videos popping up in my feed
Mhm.
because I've been
So
looking at videos. So now they're recommending them to me.
And the reason why I say that, because you can buy something from a American source, but where are they getting it from? That's the key.
True.
Where are they getting it from? 'Cause I said you pay your money to them, but another party is the one that's shipping it to you. Just like when you buy stuff from Shein, Temu, whatever. If you notice, if you get the tracking number, you may pay actually a reseller or distribution place here in the States, but the package may be coming from Thailand, Singapore, wherever, China and stuff.
Well,
So if you see the
and what
tracking of
Al
the
was,
package. Go ahead.
I was saying, I was going by what Al said because he ordered one from South Korea because he
Mhm.
wants to flip it on eBay.
Mhm.
But has it actually gone through customs in the US, Al, or is it supposed to hit customs tomorrow? Because that's where I'm going to be curious. Has it already made it through it? Because he said it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So does he mean by hitting the US mainland or actually delivered to his house? That's what I'm curious.
I can say he has to tell us what his tracking information tells him, because usually once it clears the port or wherever it comes in at, which for our
Right.
area would be the port, San Francisco, whatever the case may be. And then, because see, a lot of times you may get 2 tracking numbers. You'll get the international tracking number. Once it hits the port, whoever is your domestic carrier will possibly send you another tracking number to show that they have it in their custody and they're going to be transferred to you for delivery.
Oh, it made it through. He said it did clear. Did you hear what happened to Joe yesterday? He got his Avata 2 shipment and there was nothing but a battery in there, no drone.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Where did he get it from?
DJI?
Oh, this Joe. I thought you were talking about Joe Folio or somebody.
No, Joe ordered that Avata and they kept saying it was going to be delivered and it got delivered.
That's your replacement one, right, Joe?
Yeah, they're supposed
Yeah.
to send me the drone and the battery,
Yeah.
and I got the battery, but I don't have a drone.
And you only have one shipping number, huh?
Yep,
Yeah, I'll be on the phone with DJI in a heartbeat.
I have already.
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Nothing yet. They said they're trying to look into it. They'll let me know.
Yeah, that's all they can do, because it could have been confiscated at any point where it left the factory to somewhere in
No,
China, to somewhere in the States.
I knew it was going to be the battery all along because it only showed 0.3 pounds.
Yeah, not enough
So it
weight.
didn't have enough weight to be the drone too. So
Mhm.
Hey, Al,
they screwed the order up.
Al, I'd put that bitch on eBay for like $5,000. Let somebody talk you down. Somebody out there will pay it. They want it bad enough.
Yeah, well, like I say, any ones that you buy, that's why I'm kind of shocked when I see some people, like, what was the other day you guys were showing it for 3,200, I guess, Canadian. The other day Paul was showing pictures of it.
Yeah, that was over in Sarnia across the border.
Yeah,
From
yeah, over in Canada.
And Justin,
so
somebody once told me to put that bitch on eBay. Yeah. And I got banned for trying to sell the mother-in-law. Apparently, you can't sell humans.
Oh, I thought he was going to go there with Laura. It's like, oh, you're going to get smacked.
now I didn't catch that. I just caught a little bit yesterday. Was it yesterday, day before, that someone said Laura had got a new drone, but now it's gone already?
It got crushed in transit.
Oh,
again.
no.
Now, didn't her first drone get
Okay, here you go. You ready?
disappeared or something?
No, her first
That-
drone, when we got made homeless, it was stolen all when we was moving back out the stuff back out of the storage unit.
Right, yeah.
It got stolen and then it got delivered back because somebody realised he couldn't fly it and chucked it in a bin. And the staff at the centre, the self-storage unit, found it in their bin and gave it back to Laura.
Mm-hmm.
He then decided to sell that, and then she got another one last year, I think it was. Had it for a couple of weeks and decided that she didn't want to fly drones anymore. So she sold it, and then the other day she was like, "Oh, I want a drone," and ordered one, and it came crushed.
Damn.
But I have to point out, since Laura got rid of a drone, right, we've been facing a very severe water shortage and a very severe drought. Right. So I do think she deserves a drones. Just so when she wants to fly it, it rains and we've got some water.
Did you get an update, Joe?
Yeah, I got an update. So they've got a label created today at 9:24, which is about 30-something minutes ago. It's
Yeah,
coming
they-
out
they-
of Canada again.
Yeah, they screwed the order up. So they
Uh,
can
Yeah,
get
this-
that quick.
This
They
is 2
screwed it up.
pounds, so that's a drone.
Yeah, like I said, they screwed the order up right from the start because they knew when they sent out the first one, it only had a battery.
They said
Well, the
hopefully
first
he
time they
doesn't
tried to
notice the
ship it through
drones on it.
UPS, they tried to ship it to UPS and they had a problem with UPS. So then they shipped
Yeah.
it through FedEx. FedEx got confiscated, brought back. Then
Mhm.
they shipped it through UPS out of Cerritos, and that's when it was just a battery. Now it's coming back out of Ontario,
Hmm.
and it's gonna be it's UPS again.
Hmm.
Are you sure
But
that's a
now it's
battery,
only
not
2
their new
pounds.
micro mini?
No, it's 2 pounds, so it should cover it. What they're probably doing now is saying it's a replacement. You know, I think a replacement will get through. Long as it, because I had the Mavic 3 get through in 30 minutes in custom because it said replacement drone.
Hmm. Yeah, like I said, I've heard stories,
If it
people sending their drones for repairs and they've been caught up in customs and stuff like that. So you never know. Like I say, it's hit
Well,
and miss. It's hit and miss.
One of the guys said he sent his drone off for repair. They ended up sending it to Canada because none of those US places had parts.
Mhm.
And then they couldn't get the replacement drone through, and they couldn't even send the broken one back to him.
Yeah, I've heard those stories.
They both got stuck up in customs.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's hit and miss, and that's what makes it worse. Is that you hear some people say, "Oh yeah, I got mine," and the other people said, "Mine don't know what's going on with it."
All I
And
know
that's
is I'm not flying any drones until I know I can get them.
Yeah. So
Good to hear,
that's
Al.
what
They
makes-
must have got my call.
Yeah, and that's why I said, months back, Justin, about this stuff, said it needs to be a blanket policy or whatever, so everybody knows exactly what's gonna happen. Right now,
Well,
it's
that's what's
getting-
weird. Is it seems to be consistent now to a certain extent, but now it seems like there's holes getting put in again because
Yeah,
now Al was able to get one from South Korea. But I'm curious if they're not. I would love to see the shipping label that's under the U.S. shipping label with customs, because I'm curious if they're lying about what's in the box to get it
Well,
through.
don't they scan them?
I'm not saying that they are, but I wouldn't put it past the company to do that, honestly.
Yeah, but don't they just they scan them anyway? So it shouldn't be.
Well, the biggest thing is, regardless of how it's scanned, there's an international standards of shipping, and it has to have that lithium battery label on it.
Yeah, but who's to say they're not
Because-
saying they're shipping a South Korean made drone?
Okay,
Yeah,
there's your kicker
I'm
right
just,
there.
I'm just saying that, no matter where they trying to say it came from, who designed it, it has to have that lithium battery label because
Right.
that is a hazardous material. So there's certain standards internationally that it has to meet to identify.
Okay.
And that's the
so
thing is
that-
they can't check every package. I mean, if
Well, they
they're
have
looking for
machines that-
specific,
Yeah,
Do what?
I'm just saying it's like postal service. I mean, they don't check every letter; they have to go through a machine.
Yeah.
And then when something comes up, that's when it gets flagged.
right?
Yeah, the Mavic 3 did not have a battery, and
Mhm.
it got right through customs. Now
Yeah,
this one won't have a battery. So I'm
yeah.
hoping it gets right through customs.
So that's what I'm saying. That might be the reason why they sent it in two pieces, or they're doing it like that, because I know if it comes with a battery, it has to have that lithium battery hazardous material label on it.
You know what's funny though,
That's-
Dre, is they didn't send him the drone, but the item of the drone that they're claiming is the whole Uyghur thing was
Mhm.
literally the batteries. And
Yeah,
that's what
yep.
Joe ended up receiving.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can say it's, as
So
I
is-
say,
is Lord-
Bite my
Lord-
toe and I'll be biting you on your ass.
the enforcement of the policy that they're using, I can say it's not consistent. It needs to be consistent, so everyone knows exactly what they should be anticipating and not this hit and miss.
I'm just wondering how South Korea's, what kind of loophole they're using to get shit through from South Korea.
Yeah, well,
That's why
when Al gets it to his house, you can tell him to save the box and
Look,
get on the panel.
DJI
And show us.
Avata 2 battery. And when you read on here, it says intelligent flight battery, and it says DJI.com, Uyghur proud.
You say Uyghur proud.
no, the fucking don't say that.
Uyghur proud. Cheerfully made by the Uyghurs.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But that came in
'Cause it-
yesterday.
Because it's just weird that all these stuff is now coming in specifically from South Korea. So I am curious, are they shipping it legally as it is a DJI product? Or are they tweaking the manifest to make it look like something else?
Well, like I say, for the
I'm
amount
curious.
of money, people are paying for it out of Korea, I'm sure they're having creative ways of shipping it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and people, as some people were saying, oh, I don't see DJI doing that. I see any company doing that to get their shit through.
Well,
I wouldn't
like
put
I
it
said,
past any company to be shady.
this may have nothing to do with DJI. This is a distributor out of Korea.
Oh
This is
yeah,
not-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
that company that's distributing them, I wouldn't put it past any of them to do something where they're tweaking it to make it.
Yeah, it could be.
slip
They
through.
very well could be. They very well could be. Like I say, they're charging basically about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 above the cost. So
Oh yeah, they're making way bigger profit off of that shit now.
mhm. Yeah. And like I said, if they're paying distributor prices, that means they might even make it even over $2,000.
Yeah.
Just like you know, with when a dealership gets cars, they don't pay the sticker price that you see for that car. They pay much less. And that's why it says manufacturer suggested sticker price, MSRP,
Right.
on that thing. You know, I always tell people, dealership never loses money. Never. You might,
I mean,
the money that you negotiate with, that's the salesperson's money. That's the supervisor and the finance company's money that you're playing with. The dealership never loses money.
And that's that like Dal was saying, they're a certified DJI seller, but that don't mean they ain't tweaking shit
Yeah,
to make
that-
money
that's
because
what I'm
they
saying,
figured
but-
out some kind of loophole.
Yeah, that's just what I'm saying. That, you know, they probably buy it for maybe they might be say they buy a Mavic 4 Pro from DJI at a distribution cost of maybe $1,500, maybe we'll call it $2,000. They take it over, calculate, okay, this is our regular profit margin, and then if we get hit with tariffs or whatever, we're gonna charge that plus get a little more gravy on top of that. And next you know, you're paying almost $5,000 and some change for a drone they only paid about $2,000 for.
Right.
So that's this business.
And that's the thing too, is because just because it goes to another country, if they're supposed to be stopping it at the port, it shouldn't be able to come from another country in. Just like it shouldn't be able to come direct. So there's
Well,
some
that
kind of
Even got
weird
an
shit
inspection
happening there.
sticker on there.
Well, that's why I'm saying, Justin, I totally agree. If this is the policy of what we're doing here in the United States, no matter what country it comes from, if we are stopping DJI products from coming in, no matter what country it came from, it's a DGI product, period. It should not be
Right.
allowed in the country. Stop, like I say, stop with this hit and miss stuff. And people, I mean, because like I say, we have no control over what port, what airport, what border that these items come in from. We have no control of that.
Yeah, because they're not stopping any of like the Potenzics or Hollystones or any of those from coming in, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
that's
Amazon.
my whole point. And that's what makes me kind of
Yeah.
laugh, because I've noticed over the last month or so, I'm seeing more influencers doing reviews of Rucos and Potenzas and whatever else drones. And I'm just like, yeah, like you really gonna get people hooked on these little things
Holly Stones and Phoenix.
after they've had DJI drones.
And
Yeah, I get 'em.
Alltel, has Alltel been blocked at all? Or are they still shipping
No.
shit out?
No, well, Autel left the consumer market 3 years ago. They haven't put out a consumer drone in 3 years.
Are they still selling them
But
though?
they're
or
still
no? The
selling them
ones
at
they had?
Autel Pilot.
Yeah, you can still buy one, but like I say, it's a 3-year-old drone.
Right.
So that's why I was just like, Skydio, they left the market and they ain't made no drones in over 3 years now.
Hey, Dre, it had a little card inside. You know how it says inspected by? Had a
Mhm.
little card inside. It said inspected by. It had a little frowny face and it said Weagle 152.
Proud Uyghur Union.
Yeah, it said a little frowny face. It didn't have a smiley face.
Yeah, yeah. Did they
Hey,
put an
wait,
age?
fine
How-
print. It
how-
says,
how-
can't we just all get along? Oh, okay.
Hey, Joe, did it have an age of I'm only 8 years old?
It didn't look like it was in crayon.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce out. I'm about ready to get out of here.
All right, safe travels back
home.
home. Have safe travels.
So I got up this morning. I made a couple of eggs, an English muffin, a couple of sausage, and I've been nauseated ever since I ate it.
Uh-oh.
It might be because, did you take any pain meds before you ate?
No, I haven't taken any pain meds since yesterday.
Okay.
You
Say,
should
'cause that,
drinking some ginger ale. That normally kind of settles your
That would be
stomach, I
good if
guess.
I had some ginger ale.
Yeah.
yeah, because you could, I was gonna say if that was the case, yeah, it could be because of that.
Yeah.
Some people are like, if I take pain meds, I have to eat first to put something in my stomach. If I take it just straight without it and on an empty stomach, especially without taking a nausea pill with it, oh God, I'll get so sick. Because they always have to prescribe me anti-nausea medicine with them if I get a prescription for them, because it upsets my stomach. But it helps a little bit to eat first and then take them.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least then you've got something to throw up.
Yeah, at least that's it.
All right. Lance said he's going to come in about 3 to 5 minutes when he's finished walking.
Nothing
Right,
worse.
I think it's time to pack it in.
Nothing worse than dry retching.
Oh yeah. When you're done throwing up all your stomach bile and everything, you ain't got nothing left.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's terrible.
Yeah, because when you're that sick, man, you don't want to drink anything, like nothing, no drinks or food or appetite. It's kind of, or you don't want to do anything. So you got to force yourself to drink water or something.
Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water.
That's the best thing for you. Better
I just
than
did one of
anything
those-
else.
Yeah, I just had one of those protein shakes from Inshores. The 30
Sure
grams of
wasn't that-
protein. Try to get that in.
Sure
there.
it wasn't. Sure wasn't that nasty ass Subway sandwich you ate yesterday catching up to you?
Perhaps you need to take some electrolytes.
I'll tell you what, my hands, you can see how thin they are.
Yeah.
But blood pressure is
like
still a
Walmart.
problem. I gotta get these meds adjusted.
Looks like Walmart's doing a sale too. They got a bunch of shit half off.
99 over 67.
Ooh.
That's my blood pressure.
They're doing up to 65% off on some stuff right now.
But it's all right.
Dude, I'm gonna if the doctor don't get with me soon, I'm gonna adjust my medicine. I know what it is. I'll cut
Well, you back on, was it the
I'm
Maduro or
taking
whatever?
I'm taking the it's the one main blood pressure medicine, 12.5. I could go 6.25 twice a day. Cut that in half, and that'll raise my blood pressure. So I'm already doing that. I broke that in half the last couple pills. But I think it's the Losartan and the Valsartan. One of them's gonna have to be stopped. Valsartan
blood
is stopping, I get nosebleeds, so it's gonna be the Losartan.
Oh yeah, blood pressure being off will definitely make you nauseated.
Yeah, the blood pressure's got me all screwed up right now.
Especially if it gets really low too.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and call my doctor, and so I can make an appointment to get mine refilled and whatnot. But I'll see you guys later on.
Okay, TJ.
Later,
You gotta
TJ.
get that Viagra refilled.
Until then, TJ, you behave yourself.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to call it, guys.
All
What,
right.
Lance?
Yeah. Guess you're not coming in, Lance.
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you again later this afternoon.
Thanks for being here, and thanks for thinking about coming here.